You already? What up? 305 Capricorn, the call. Bro L.Y., Brandon Terry, spread the wealth. What's cracking? Mrs. B, what up? Damn, y'all in here already. Fundamental with law, what's cracking? What's happening, y'all? What's that? Hydroglyphics. Yeah, we in here. What's happening? Damn, y'all ain't fast now. Damn. Arcanum Carrot, Rohad Mason, Boab, Pilot X Riot, Mel, Mike Swagger, Mega Bills, Rose Powers, what up? Summer Breeze, Invador Zen, what's cracking? Soul Sus, what's up? Christopher Clark, Mrs. Cherry, Henty Hetty Nefru, King Bay Boy, Roger, Roger G, Dr. Sinister, Melanated Brown, Manuel Townsend, Sharky Dog, Soul of a God, what's cracking? Immortal 9, Kevin Corbin, Reed James, James T, Superfly 99, that's what's up. Crown Lows, Beyond the Matrix, Hood Politics Entertainment, Ocean Grown TV, is that Ocean? Yep. Main A, US Blues, all right. Mary Lane, Antonio Mercado, what's cracking? New Waters, Ocean, I got you, Ocean Grown. Jan Wynn, BB Scott, A Better Me, that's right, baby, A Better Me too. Was that Fabus? I think Fabes or Fabes. Chuck Taylor, what's cracking? Middle Pillar, London Show. Roger Ragland, appreciate you, brother. Man, y'all in here. What's cracking, everybody? So, we got to get on in here and get out. Comic-Con is today. Los Angeles Comic-Con is today. So, I don't know how long we got a lot of stories too. So, me and Timmy Tight Top, we going to the LA Comic-Con. So, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, y'all. But no, what's cracking, everybody? Happy Saturday, happy Comic-Con weekend, Los Angeles Comic-Con weekend. If you are in Los Angeles and you want to holler, you want to say what's cracking, don't pull up, don't run up on me crazy because you might get knocked out. But if you just want to pull up on some nice, cool, what's poppin' Kev and Timmy Tight Top, we're gonna be at the LA Comic-Con at about 3 p.m. Los Angeles time. Mike Swagger, appreciate you, brother. You say came in on the light. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you, take your shoes off. I heard somebody stole my, somebody said Tasha K or somebody. I don't know who that is, but some lady stole my take your shoes off when you come into the dojo, when you come into the crib. Stop stealing, girl. Get your own stuff. Don't be biting. But you know how it goes. Make sure you have some class, couth, and decorum when you walk into my dojo. And don't make me make an example of you and choke you out in front of the class. Then leave you in the corner till the class is finished. like Piscean Goddess, appreciate you. Like my like Master William Chung. Y'all don't know who that is, you better Google him. Brian Jones, what's cracking? So we gotta get in here quick. Let me turn the fan on, it's kind of hot. So we're gonna get in here quick and get out. But we're gonna have some fun though. So police stop law packages, everything is out. If you had a police stop law package, it should be gone. If you haven't gotten it, you should have got when it goes out, you get a tracking number. You should have gotten an email with the tracking number. So if you didn't get the email with the tracking number, hit me up, let me know. And I'll see what's up with that. Again, Know Your Rights Foundation volunteers. So we just had a big interview session on Wednesday. We hold interviews every Wednesday. So if you want to get in and make sure you want to learn the law for free, because you know we're teaching the law for free, and get you one of these beautiful certifications, baby. Right here. Cuz, all right, what up, girl? Appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. So Know Your Rights Foundation. She came on over. She in the Know Your Rights Foundation. Took her long enough. I don't know how long you been in here, took you long enough to get in there. But she in here now, though. She be mashing. She be the only one talking in class sometimes. But she in here now, baby. Get you down. What's up, brother? Appreciate you. So make sure you go to kyrf.org. We shortened it up for you. Thank you, Get You Dan, for appreciating putting out the whole thing. But we shortened it up for some people who got ADD. And it's kyrf.org. And just sign up and let us know that you want to be a volunteer. We'll send you a questionnaire just asking you some questions because we want to know a little bit about you. Let's make sure you ain't no serial killer. You ain't crazy as hell. And then, we have an interview session and bring you on in. So again, don't just go and fill out the application, the application on Know Your Rights Foundation, and don't fill out the questionnaire because you won't get you won't get the interview. So fill out the questionnaire, check your spam, make sure you get that. And then boom, send it back. Angela Moore, thank you, girl. Appreciate you. When you get that, make sure you send it back, and then we'll hit you up and get you on schedule for an interview. But bam, right here, this is what you're going for. The basic police stop law certification, so that when you get out there and the popo is trying to test you, see what's popping up in here, you let them know what's cracking. I'm telling you, it's a whole different game when you know how to deal with the police, y'all. I can't even tell you how great it is. Some people are able to describe how great it is, you know what I'm saying? To know, it's like most people can't really describe how great it is to know how to defend yourself at all times. It's just great. You walk down the street with the utmost confidence. If somebody started some shit, you probably gonna take their face off. That's a great feeling to know that you can do that. I'm trying to tell you, anybody in here who's a martial artist or a fighter who got them hands, you just know. Like when I walk down the street, somebody want to start some shit, it's gonna be a problem for them. It's a great feeling to feel like that. I'm trying to tell you. So, same way with the police. It's the same damn thing. How to have hands with the police. That's what we call it too. Having hands. We call it having legal hands. That's what we call it in Know Your Rights Foundation. So if you want these legal hands, you want to learn how to throw these legal hands, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, sign up as a volunteer, and empower yourself and your community and your upcoming children, your descendants, everybody who needs this, so that we get out of this loop of being scared of the popo, which is some crazy shit. I don't know how we got caught in that loop when they got rules and regulations that they got to follow. And all we had to do was go read those rules and regulations and then make them adhere to that stuff. But we didn't never do that stuff. But we're here now. So appreciate you. Cash App, everybody. Thank you again, Cuz I on the Cash App. That's Cash App, Real Nagas 9, the number 9. If you want to hit me up with the Cash App. Thank everybody who sent the Cash Apps throughout the week. Appreciate you guys for that. Getting the Cash Apps, just when I'm doing work and I get a Cash App, that's off the chain. And also for Patreon, you want to sign up for the Patreon status classes, having one foot in the system and one foot out, knowing how to contract with the government, with the corporation known as a government, that's AKA us, or doing business as a government. You just get over to patreon.com/realnagas and sign up for one of the status class levels. At the highest level, when you're able to explain the paperwork, I will give it to you for free. Because I need a law army. That's what we building out here. A law army, y'all. You understand? We about to start some shit. Y'all don't understand. Just a body of cats with super brains that know how to smash in the law, that know every which way the system works, and how to make it work. Man, do y'all understand what power that is? God damn. So we the law X-Men over here. And women. Professor Xavier. I'm really Wolverine, because Wolverine is an Aries. He kill everybody if you say what's up the wrong way. But appreciate everybody for the support. And again, patreon.com/realnagas if you want to sign up to status classes and learn status law. That's more for the long run. We have police stop law is for right now. Status law is for when the government comes after you in the long run, knowing how to secure your status, lock up your assets, secure your family. So that's what that's for. And make sure you go check out the homie Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. We about to go to the Comic-Con after this, but boom, make sure you holler at Timmy Tata. This is the strawberry lemonade. This is the strawberry apple pear and lemon. And then I only brought a couple out right now because I can't go through all of them today. We got a little time to break through. But then this is the Be Fearless. This is actually one of the dopest ones right here. If you haven't tried the Be Fearless, everybody who's been drinking at the, who's been buying the weed juices, first of all, thank you for that. But if you haven't tried the Be Fearless, this is one of the off the chain ones. Apple, pear, lemon, ginger, and that cayenne pepper, that little cayenne pepper kick right there. Appreciate that. Then my boy Conceptual Elixirs, who's always in the chat, hitting me up with the super chats. Appreciate you, brother. I finally went to the I went to the PO box and they were open, and I got, look what Conceptual Elixirs, bro, right here, baby. Like, what? So now this is the thing. He doesn't have a website. Wait, where's his card? Oh man, here you go. So he has a card, but he don't have a website. So you can go to his Instagram. So man, this is right. First of all, this is liqueur, y'all. Now I don't really drink, so I'm gonna have to gift this to somebody and let them see let them tell me how it tastes. But man, you got all kind of stuff going in there. You got some little sparklies going on in here, nigga. This is like a damn lava lamp from the 70s, my nigga. What you got going? This shit look sparkly and beautiful as hell. But this is one of Conceptual Elixirs liqueurs. Now, if you wanna hit him up and see what he got, again, his Facebook is Conceptual Elixirs LLC. You wanna check him out? That's on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to email him, it's conceptualelixirs8@hotmail.com. That's how you get in touch with the brother, and he will hook you up. Now, he put his number on here, so I guess you put your number here, you want people to call you. So that's 354-9053. Again, that's 354-9053 if you want to hook him, if you want him to hook you up. These are natural. He makes these with all the natural goodnesses, so make sure you hit him up. He on the good side of the game. And spread the wealth. Thank you, brother. He says Wolverine was born like, nah, brother, no. That's in the book. His personality is an Aries. Go look up the astrology of the Marvel superheroes. He's an Aries. Promise you that. I don't care what date he was born. The character, the energy they gave him is Aries energy. Loner, ready to kill everybody. If you say what's happening wrong, that's Aries, baby. Sorry. Roderick Rose, thank you, brother. Says my youngest daughter, who's a black belt, put hands on the dude in her school. I had to go up there and talk to the teacher. Proud dad, but don't kill him. He said, proud dad, hey, just swell him up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to kill him, just, you know what I'm saying? Just, nigga, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Just choke him out a little bit. Shout out to your daughter, man. He said she went up there and practiced what she been teaching, what she been getting taught. That's what's up. I'm about the practical information. If y'all know anything about me by now, I'm about giving you stuff that you can use. I'm a problem solver. Problem solver all day. Number one thing. That's the greatest, one of the best things I do. Give me a problem, I'll solve it. Promise you. Give me enough time, I'll solve any goddamn problem. There's nothing that can't be worked out. Nothing. I hope y'all know that. There's no problem that can't be solved. Nothing. Absolutely nothing if you sit there and you work that shit out. So that's what I am. So shout out to your shout out to your daughter for them hands, baby. Shout out. Wow. Appreciate that right there. So like I said, we got a lot of news to get into. Let's just start it off, cause man. So did you hear the bombing is back on? The bombing is back on in New Khazaria and for New Khazaria and Palestine. They put the bombings back. So apparently they stopped the bombing to exchange hostages. And so Israel who they didn't call hostages. They called them prisoners. That was their term for them. They weren't hostages. They were technically prisoners of New Khazaria. But these cats were, they were being held for nothing, without charges. Just being held on suspicion, or you look like you was getting ready to do some fuck shit, so take your ass in jail. They've been in jail for like years. Some was like in jail for 10 years. Fucking crazy ass shit. 10 years just sitting in there with no charges. But they're not hostages, y'all. No. They're prisoners. Okay, got it. So that's why the Hamas took the hostages, so that they can exchange them for the hostages that Israel got. And see, Israel, they took all the hostages and blah, blah, blah. But wait a minute, nigga, don't you got... Who's that? Who's that Palestinian person right there in that cell? Or them 1,500 Palestinian niggas in the cell. You just got a whole bunch of niggas just chilling in the cell. They're guests. They're just guests, guys. They're not, there are guests. We didn't have the accommodations to make everyone feel okay, so we had to cram a few people into a certain space, but you know, they can go at any time that we say when we show that they're not terrorists. Who knows when that'll be, but they can still go at any time. That was literally what they were saying. I'm joking right now, but I'm not joking. I'm literally repeating the ideal of Israel. They were like, they're just here where we have to hold them to see if they, what are you talking, boy? So then the new Gaza death toll came out. Holy shit. It's worse than we thought. Yeah, damn. Because they stopped the bombing, so a lot of numbers was able to come out. So this is from the New York Times. The new Gaza death toll surpasses the amount of civilians killed by Americans in 20 years of bombing in Afghanistan. 20 years of American bombing in Afghanistan, and they didn't kill more women and children, innocent women and children, than New Khazaria killed in less than 2 months. Because it's still been less than 2 months. It's 2 months on the 7th. They've killed that. Are we even like understanding that? Any other person who did that, the whole world would go after him and call that nigga the most evil person in the universe. Putin. They would call that nigga the most evil nigga ever lived and go after that nigga 1,000%. Go after him with all the might in the world if they heard that this nigga was taking out that type of people. So look, this number. So the number is, where's the number? Basically, they said that Hitleasy, when he was doing he was fighting fighting the Khazars, Hitleasy, he killed an average of 127 children a day. When you count it all up, if you add up all the bodies and add the days, it was an average of 127, young ones taken out per day. New Khazaria, they like, shit, nigga, 127? That ain't, nigga, that's it? Nigga, shit. 127? Nigga, let me tell you something. I'll raise you. I see your 127. I'll raise you 170. That's the average. New Khazaria of women and children that's being taken out since October 7th in Gaza. An average of 170 children a day. Children, excuse me, that's just children. That ain't even women and children. That's children. Sorry. That's children. That ain't even women and children. That's children by themselves. No, sorry, cut the women. Sorry, women, you in another you in another thing. So there was some new Khazarians came to Washington. So there was a new Khazarian military closed door PR blitz. So they had a meeting, closed door meeting in Washington. Some new Khazarian military cats came and said, look, y'all niggas better support this, y'all niggas better support this bombing, nigga. Fuck this ceasefire. Like, nigga, we got to get back to bombing. You understand? So, what you gonna do? No one? Anybody? Anybody got any of that? Any ideas? Huh? We need to get back to bombing, nigga. Fuck this ceasefire bullshit, nigga. You are holding up gas. You are holding up barrels of oil. You are holding up a goddamn canal. What the fuck, nigga? We already know what's popping over here, nigga. You holding all this shit up. Hey, nigga, America, you better get your ass over there and figure out how to get this ceasefire popping. They went in there and told them to stop the ceasefire. They wanted to get America. They lobbying. So this is Khazarian military lobbyists in a closed doors meeting getting American Congress people or politicians to support the bombing and go get away, cut off the ceasefire. So apparently it worked because the ceasefire is ended. It's back on. So apparently that worked. And there was a group, there's a group called APAC. American is New Khazarian. American New Khazarian Public Affairs Committee. So this is who New Khazaria, this is New Khazaria's hand that they have over here in America to their lobby. That's the lobby for New Khazaria. So New Khazaria comes in here and tells the American is New Khazarian Public Affairs Committee what they need out of the politicians in DC, and here you go lobby. You go make them motherfuckers do whatever the hell we tell you. You understand? I don't give a shit what they say. So that's the mash right there. American is New Khazarian Public Affairs Committee. They're the ones who did that. So then they made Congress pass a resolution. This is crazy. They made Congress pass a resolution reaffirming New Khazaria, reaffirming New Khazaria's right to exist, meaning we didn't steal the land, did we? Huh? And we can stay here if we want, right? Huh? That's what they did. We didn't steal nothing, did we, American politician who has $1 million of my fucking dollars in your pocket, bitch? Huh? Did we steal anything? That's the New Khazarian. That's how they get down. They do business. So they made them sign a resolution, a government congressional resolution that says New Khazaria had a right to exist. And, hold up, and it says anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Anti-Zionism, so you know Zionism is just the Khazarians' bullshit lie about them returning to their homeland. That's not true. That's not a real thing. It ain't their homeland. It ain't even the Palestinians' homeland, but we ain't gonna get on that shit. All them niggas, Arabs, all them niggas are travelers. That's what Arab mean. It means desert nomad. So them Arabs who settled in Palestine, them niggas is travelers too. They ain't from there. So this, for all that, they settled there first before the New Khazarians. Let's put it like that. They were in the land. They settled in the land, or they traveled to the land before the New Khazarians, right? So Zionism, though, is New Khazarians want to take Palestine, right, and make it New Khazaria, make it the Israeli, or the New Khazarian superpower. And so that's what Zionism is. everybody the right of the Jewish people to have a home, or the New Khazarians to have a homeland. So they say anti that. If you're anti that, you're anti-Semitic. If you're against the political views of the New Khazarians, then you are a racist. You hate them all. Like, you hate all of these bitches. Wait a minute. What the fuck does that? What they hold on? Wait a minute. I can hate the Japanese government without hating the Japanese people. I can hate the Russian government without hating Russian people. I can hate the Chinese government without hating Chinese people. I can keep on going, y'all. How many more motherfucking countries it is? But when we just running them off, bloop, 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 bloop. Then when we get around to Khazaria, I can hate the Khazarian government, but that also means you hate all the Khazarian people around the world. Not all the Khazarian people, they said Semites, which are also the Palestinians, which they keep leaving the fuck out. They keep leaving out that the Palestinians are also Semites. This is ours, nigga. We claimed it, nigga. This is our shit, nigga. Fuck back out of here, nigga. Anti-Semitic, that's all our shit. Fuck back, nigga. This is anti-Semitic. Over here, nigga. They just cradling the anti-Semitic shit just like it's theirs. So anti-Zionism is anti-Semitic. They got them to write it in a fucking resolution. Congress has got, they are gargling Khazarian balls all they're they are gargling the Khazarian balls. And they're doing it well. But like I said, the facade is falling around the world. The New Khazarians, their mystique is being chipped. It's not even chipped away. It's being blown away. Because now we can see all the shit you do. They used to do that shit in the dark. On the low, all the way behind the scenes, while on the surface looking like, hey, we doing everything great. We are killing it. We're all this. We're victims. But behind the scenes, controlling everything. Give you an example. They funded the Black Panthers. Behind the scenes, they also funded, they were the initiators and funding the Moors. Did y'all know that shit? Y'all didn't know that shit, did you? What was this fool's name? It was the first Moorish temple was bought by Khazarian named Julian. What was my man's name? Julian. Hold up. I think his name was like Julian. Damn. God damn, what was my man's name? I forgot his name, but y'all can look it up. Because his butler was one of the, he was a sheik in the Moorish Times temple. So he bought the temple. I forgot my man's name. He was also on the board of Tuskegee. So he was actually one of the good Khazarians. He helped a lot of melanated cats and stuff back in the day, but he bought the first Moorish Science Temple in Chicago. It was a Khazarian who bought the Moorish Science Temple. So they've been secretly behind shit the whole time, right? While on the surface, they, they looking like they victims and shit. So now, let me get back to my thing. So a new report came out from the University of Chicago Department of Political Science. Again, this is the University of Chicago, the Department of Political Science. They said that 95% of the world's protests are pro-Palestinian against the Khazarians, against the New Khazarians. 95%. That's fucking crazy. They have lost the narrative. No matter how much media they own, mainstream media they own, people ain't watching that bullshit no more. People are on the back channels. People are on WhatsApp and, Instagram and TikTok and all the rest of these damn places where they sharing these videos. Telegram is the main one. So the main ones are Telegram, who I know that breaks off the shit. Telegram and TikTok too, but Telegram really breaks it off because they don't have no guidelines. You can just post anything on Telegram. What's the other app? Damn. Oh, Twitter. Twitter, because with Elon, he let you post anything now. So they've been posting all that shit on Twitter and Telegram, and they not able to hide what they're doing. They're not able to hide it no more because there was a report that came out from it was a report from Politico. It was the news what is it, the news company Politico. They came out and they said the real reason the Biden administration didn't want to pause the bombing because, and here's the quote from the whistleblower in the Biden administration, it would allow journalists broader access to Gaza and the opportunity to further illuminate the devastation there and turn public opinion against New Khazaria. That's quote, unquote. That was a quote. Again, it would allow journalists broader access to Gaza and the opportunity to further illuminate the devastation there and turn public opinion against New Khazaria. Well, that shit has happened. That's why they went, nigga. America is pushing against a ceasefire while they telling everybody on the surface, yeah, they need to respect the laws of war and whoop and all this and that. This was Biden bitch ass saying on the surface. But on the low, he telling them, nah, don't stop. Do not stop the bombing because goddamn nigga, they're dropping crazy bombs, like 2,000-pound bombs over there. They're dropping 1-ton bombs on Gaza. Not killing anybody, but 99% civilians. That's fucking crazy. So then, hold on, let me get back. So then at DC, because we're talking about the 95%, so that the narrative has changed. So the 95% of the world, because they have been seeing all these images, they've flipped on them, right? So there was a DC march for New Khazaria that happened maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know if y'all saw that. And then on the podium, you had Pelosi and Schumer and who was the other one? Pelosi, Schumer, and a couple other ones, other Democrats. And then they just all held hands. We stand with Israel. We stand with New Khazaria. And they just kept chanting it, right? Excuse me, they kept chanting that shit. But nobody knew they had to pay people $250 to go to that goddamn rally. It was a whole bunch of people at that rally. If you saw it on the news, it looked like there was so much support for New Khazaria bombing children, right? It looked like, oh shit, nigga, America just want New Khazaria to bomb the shit out of these little kids. Then you get to the back end of the story. They was paid $250 to go like, hey nigga, New Khazaria, goddamn. Hell yeah, they gonna scream New Khazaria. If you got broke ass hungry people paying them $250 is going around, yeah, they going. So again, propaganda. Them trying to control the narrative and propaganda. It is going crazy, right? They are losing so much control of propaganda, which they've had for 100 years. They've had control over the media and propaganda for 100 years. They don't know what to do. They losing it. They are fucking losing. They don't know what the fuck to do right now. So shout out to everybody who's sucking up this information and passing it around, sharing videos like this right here and all the information I'm talking about. So keep it going because it is shattering the New Khazarian government. Because remember, New Khazarian people and New Khazarian government is two different things. So it's shattering the narrative for them cats. And because then the other thing that's shattering the narrative is the mother of a hostage, one of the hostages the mother of one of the hostages sends a thank you letter to Hamas for their humanity in treating their daughter while she was a captive. Wait a minute. I thought these were supposed to be the devil, killers, baby cut off the head, stabbing, graping. Well, I thought these were supposed to be the devil of devils. This is supposed to be the most evil motherfuckers in the world. Now, if you kill anybody, you are a fucked up motherfucker. But again, there's nuances behind that. I don't think anybody should kill any innocent person. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think the motivation is. No one should kill any innocent person ever. I don't give a shit what you think your motivations are. Figure out another way to get it done. But other than that, so the mother of the hostage, she sent him a thank you note. Like, good looking out. Deuces, my nigga. Y'all hooked my daughter up. Appreciate you. Charlie Scott, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for the cash out, man. Thank you, man. So the mother was like, they looked out. Now, this story came after one of the other hostages was released a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And she said, thank you to Hamas. She gave him a thank you as she was leaving. She reached out to shake the Hamas dude's hand before he did. He didn't reach out to shake her hand. She reached out to shake his hand as they were leaving. Thank you. So she got on the news and said, yeah, they treated us cool as fuck. They were like, they was feeding us, they was bringing us our medicine, they let us chill together and play and do all kind of shit. Wait a minute, that ain't supposed to be how it go. New Kazarian said something way different. They said y'all was being down there, they was pulling out your toenails. They was fucking putting lighters to your elbows. They was putting out cigarette butts on your earlobes. Y'all was getting tortured like a motherfucker. That's what New Kazaria said, allegedly. Wait a minute, y'all telling me these niggas is giving y'all your medicine, your daily medicine? They're letting you do your Hebrew prayers? They're even leading their Hebrew prayers with them and shit. Wait a minute, that something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up around here. These niggas supposed to be the biggest death killers in the universe of all time. What happened? Yo, it looks like YouTube is removing your guys' super chats as they come up. That's crazy. See, they watching the chat, y'all. You better watch what you say. YouTube is removing chats. So Hamas apparently ain't as evil as the New Khazarian propaganda is trying to make them. These niggas, they seem like they pretty cool to hang out with if you don't fucking steal their land and cut off their water and food and kill their babies and, and all the rest of that shit. They seem like, damn, maybe if nobody did all of that, just saying, I don't know for sure. I'm just saying, maybe if nobody did all of that, that might be cool as hell. What up, Christopher Perkins? So the Palestinians, they said in prison, they said they were, so this is the opposite side. So the Palestinian people who were released from New Khazaria, from the New Khazarian, what do we call them? Motels, motel jails. They said they were beaten by the army. These are little kids. They released a bunch of children who were being, this is what I'm saying, this is another thing. They were holding children, saying that the children were potential terrorists. And because new potential Palestinian terrorists, they was holding them as, you know, as prisoners. And so with everybody else, again, prisoners in their turn, prisoners. But so when the kids got out, they said they were beaten. They were beaten by the New Khazarian army while taking their clothes and bed coverings. So they took their clothes and bed coverings, made them naked, made them sleep naked, and beat them. Okay. So you tell me who is who? Is it the New Khazarian government who the devils? Or is it Hamas? I don't know. I'm just reporting things that people said. You make your own decision. That's all I'm saying. Then New York Times, we still going in New Khazarian news, y'all. See, I told you it was a whole lot of shit. These niggas they've been they've been on the fuck shit the last week. So again, the New York Times reports. Oh no, I told you guys that one. And then last couple things is, so all these stats that we're talking about are coming from New Khazarian reporters. All the people that are being taken out in Palestine and all that, these numbers are coming from New Khazarian reporters, because they try to say, well, Hamas is they're messing up the numbers, they're fixing the numbers. Oh, hey, Hamas is fixing the numbers, but the people who are talking these numbers that I'm getting it from, these are New Khazarian reporters. So you can't sit up here and say that's a bullshit. Then, last couple things. Holy shit, there's a whole lot. God damn. We got still a lot left. So, last few things. So 10,000 New Khazarians, they surrounded Netanyahu's house. And in Jerusalem, they demanded his resignation. Have y'all seen that picture? If you haven't, go to, you want to see that video, go to Jimmy Dore. If you go to Jimmy Dore, you can probably you can Google it too, but go to Jimmy Dore because he shows the video of them outside of his house chanting with signs and shit. Well, they about to take Netanyahu out. They like, you are bringing the heat down on all the New Khazarian people. Because they hate the New Khazarian government, all the people around the world are getting smashed on. So they like, get your bitch ass out. Tens of thousands. Like boy, that nigga may not be there in a little while. I'm just saying, he may not be there. Because, damn, they really want him out. So, just a coincidence that the day that shit happened on October 7th, Netanyahu happened to have the whole IDF, Israeli defense people, they were just away from the city, away from the event that they were having. Yo, who was that? Brandon Terry, thank you, man. Appreciate you for the cash out, brother. And also Conceptual Elixirs, brother. Appreciate you, man. I see your stuff. Hey, let the people in there know what this is, man. This is some sparkly liqueur. It look like a lava lamp. You got some sparkly stuff in there. You guys look good though. But let the people in the chat know what this is and what it's made of and where they can find you, bro. Appreciate you. I got your thing. So that's what's going on over there. So I just want to make sure that we understand that the New Khazarian people and the New Khazarian government are completely separate on what's going down. 90-something percent of the New Khazarians over there hate that nigga and want him out. So I hope we don't confuse the two. So then Elon Musk, he had to bend the knee and gargle Khazarian balls. Give la, havla, give la. Isn't that the Jewish song? Give la. So he's gargling. He went over there, had to do the tour, because they said he was anti-Semitic, which that means you got to hate a whole bunch of people to be anti-Semitic. You got to hate a whole slew of shades of people if you anti-Semitic. But they made him go over there. And he was gargling the Khazarian balls, doing the tour, looking at the babies' cribs that supposedly the babies was kidnapped from or stabbed or whatever the hell what happened. Then they made him wear the Run DMC. He made him wear the Flavor Flav chain of the daughter or one of the ladies over there gave him the Run DMC chain that he was wearing. And then basically, he basically got him to first agree. He basically punked him. Netanyahu punked him into agreeing that killing a bunch of babies is cool, which he didn't kind of say on the surface, but he kind of say, I understand if you need to defend yourselves, you need to go and defend yourself, which is the narrative they want you to say when they want to say, well, we have a right to drop bombs on babies. But that the narrative is, we just want to defend ourselves. So they got him to repeat that. They got him to repeat that bullshit. Then he donated Starlink service and the revenue from the advertising on Twitter to New Khazaria in Palestine. But then New Khazaria took the Starlink service. They said, thanks, my nigga. But you can't give it to Palestine. We regulate Palestine. We'll take it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And then when they say, well, what about New Khazaria? Well, I mean, Gaza. No. You can't give Starlink service to the Gazans. No. You know why? Because they don't want the Gazans doing this. Send. They don't want them doing that. They don't want them around the house with legs blown off and all send. So nah, Elon. They don't get no Starlink, nigga. So then though, something happened. Because after that, he had to go to this business thing. And when he was on stage, they questioned him. They basically said, hey, nigga, you was doing the Khazarian ball kiss tour, huh? You was doing the Khazarian ball kiss tour, Elon. What you got to say to that? And basically, they was like, because all the advertisers pulled his funding because he's anti-Semitic. So basically, they said, so people are saying that you were doing the tour. You were doing the apology tour because you lost all the advertisers. Then Elon just lost it. I'm telling that nigga, that motherfucker ain't all there. He is Down syndrome. What is it? It ain't Down syndrome. What is it? Come on, man. What's the thing? It ain't, what is the thing, man? Asperger's. I think that's it. I think it's Asperger's. So he got that shit, which means that nigga off. That nigga this don't click like everybody else's. I knew my ex-girlfriend's dad had Asperger's. Cynthia Pink, thank you. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate you. So I'm telling you from personal experience. Them motherfuckers ain't all there. That motherfucker was smart as hell. He was a city engineer. Meaning the stuff that you see built in the cities, the freeways and the roads and all that nigga was a city engineer of Los Angeles. So most of Los Angeles, this nigga helped build and design. But that nigga was that nigga was off. That we be at dinner, this motherfucker just say some way out shit. Like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, what the fuck? This nigga. So that's Elon. And that nigga got up on stage. He said, go fuck yourself, bitches. He said, what? That dude said, huh? Go fuck yourself. Nigga said that shit. And then he said it again. GFY, nigga. So Elon crazy because he just basically told all the advertisers, don't come back. When you got a business that's worth $40 billion, not really worth $40 billion, you can't tell advertisers don't come back. You know your stockholders can sue you for that? But he don't got stockholders because it's a private business, so good, that's a good one. He took it from public to private, which means stockholders can't sue him. However, the investors that he helped, that helped bring drum up the money, them niggas may be like, hey, bitch ass nigga, what the fuck? Hey, nigga, you keep your shit to yourself, nigga. Don't be out here telling me. Because he told Bob Iger of Disney, that's who he was talking to, Bob Iger of Disney. So, hey, Elon, you got some Khazarian ball residual hair. You might want to throw that out. But you was trying to redeem yourself with the go fuck yourself. Hey, I see you on that. He was like, hey, get the fuck, hey. That nigga crazy. So, we'll see how that works out. Now, you can't tell but this is the thing with Elon. I just want to say, Elon don't know. He's smart, but he ain't smart. And this is most of these cats who at the top like that. They smart, but they not smart. If I had $250 billion, do you know $250 billion is like having $500 billion? Because banks will loan, because you have $250 billion, banks will loan you another $250 billion. Probably even more. So You actually have a working capital of about 500 billion or more. Man, if I had a working capital of $500 billion, I would buy three private investigative agencies. Three. Three private investigative agencies. I would have dirt on every corporate executive and every topic corporate executive, every mid-level corporate executive, and every low-level corporate executive. I would have dirt on all of them cats, especially the ones who had accounts on Twitter, if I'm Elon, especially the ones who had accounts on Twitter and who were advertising on Twitter. Because nigga, once you pulled all your ads and you were, because all what happening is all of them are colluding to ruin Twitter because they know it's the free speech thing. They're trying to destroy it before the next election. So they're all these advertisers colluded at once to pull their advertising at once because this would not happen organically. Advertisers all pulling out at once. They all got together and said, "Oh, let's pull our money at once." So Twitter falls. So I would find all they dirt and start and he owns Twitter. He owns a goddamn media company. I would be releasing that shit, leaking it every day on the hour. Every executive. Every fuck shot, every picture of you getting cornholed by some motherfucking whatever it is, some half dude man, girly man, nigga, I would have it all. And I would be releasing that shit, and then I ain't finished. If I had Twitter, because all of them cats are still able to, they're still able to tweet, so they're talking shit about him while they're destroying the platform. Nigga, I would take every last one of them cats, and on the same day, at one day, I would Michael Corleone them niggas and cancel all of their accounts at once. Shot. And I would, like Michael Corleone, he killed all the top mob cats at once at the same time. That's exactly how I would do them cats. You got to learn how to scrap. When I'm telling y'all, man, it's cool to be nice and all that type of stuff. This is why you need to be balanced. This is why the universe is about balance. You need to know so when you're in the middle, you got one foot in here, one foot over here. So if so let's take it this way. If you're polarized and you're completely all good, then when somebody else comes to bully you or smack you or use the opposite energy on you, you won't know how to handle it because you're too good over here. Then the opposite is true. If you're all the way over here on the disagreeable side, when somebody comes to offer you a helping hand, you will slap it away because you don't recognize when somebody's trying to help you because you're always disagreeable, looking for the okie doke. That's why one foot here, one foot here. So if you want to be nice, we want to get nice. Could be that all day. I'm over all that. You want to get with the smoke, the gangster, the handy hands? I can do that all day with you too. You need to know how to go any way you need to go in order to to get to the destination you need to get to. So moving along, ding dong, the witch is dead. Your boy Kissinger kicked the bucket at 100. Them damn child rituals he was doing, goddamn, they must have been working. That fool lived to 100. Them damn boy, the spirit cooking with what's her name? Emma Bromovich or whatever. What's the girl name? Bromovich? Marina. What's her name? He was doing the spirit cooking with old girl. Was it? No, it's the girl, the lady who do the cooking. Excuse me, what's her name? Abramovich? No, he's a couple. No, hey, look here, man. Don't be putting stuff in the damn thing that's gonna get us kicked off. But I forgot her name. What's her name? Maria Abramovich? Yeah, thank you. That fool lived to be 100. He had to be doing those type of rituals. He had to be doing. Well, he looked like he was 100, so maybe not. But this fool lived to be 100, and finally he didn't kick the bucket. This fool was evil as hell. He was, and there's no such thing as evil. When I talk about evil, I'm talking about the colloquial terms we use for good and evil and stuff like that, because these terms really don't mean anything. Evil just means like uppity. in that's literally what it means. Just somebody annoying, or I mean uppity, somebody who's above, who thinks they're above you. But so Kissinger, though, he was the true definition of what we believe evil is. Of what we think the definition of evil is, that was him. This fool instituted a carpet bombing campaign on Cambodia. He killed over 1 million people. That's also America, y'all. He got America to do that. And you see that 1 million people, over 1 million, you bombed and killed over 1 million people. And he got a Nobel Prize because they say he initiated the end of the what's the name war, the Vietnam War. He got a Nobel Prize, but Nobel he was known for creating dynamite, so that's why he won. Maybe that's why he bombed the shit out of 1 million people. So that's why they gave him the Nobel Prize. Like, goddamn, nigga, you understood the essence of the goddamn of the prize. You understood the true essence of what this prize was, because Nobel made dynamite. That's what he was known for. So, ding dong, he did. And y'all know he's Klaus Schwab's mentor. He's Klaus Schwab's mentor. So that's who we got. We got Klaus Schwab number 2. Henry Kissinger number 2.2.0 and Klaus Schwab. But luckily that fool 81. So he probably hope if the universe is balancing it out, maybe he won't be here too much longer either. But like I said, this is the start of a new era, everybody. It's the new Khazarian era, the new Khazarian running everything. That era is gone. This dude, he was the engineer of so much bullshit around the world, so many topplings of governments, so much, crazy, so many killings. That's just one campaign in Cambodia. He's killed millions of people as in his 100 years. So fuck that nigga. Straight up. But this is the changing of the era. I told you, everything is changed. They can't run the world like they used to. They think they can, and they're running on an old playbook when the whole field has changed. We in a new stadium, a new field, a new city, new planet. We are in completely new territory and energy-wise. And they're still trying to run the old energy plays. But he gone. And he's one of the keepers of that knowledge. So he's gone. And so good riddance, nigga. So then moving along, the Chicago mayor, excuse me, Chicago mayor, he blames the Civil War on, the Chicago War blames the Civil War racism. Yo, Roger Rose, thank you, brother. Says Lucifer, look at the dude like, damn, he evil. Lucifer look at Henry Kissinger like, god damn, that nigga evil. That for real, nigga. He is Lucifer's great granddaddy. That motherfucker crazy. So the nigga mayor of Chicago, he blames the Civil War racism for red states sending illegal immigrants to Chicago. They mad that the slaves were freed. So they're sending illegal immigrants to Chicago because of that. Got it. Thanks. Wasn't aware of that. Thank you, brother. What? That is the dumbest shit. The red states are mad because of the Civil War, which happened hundreds of years ago. They mad that you, the nigga, became mayor of Chicago. So in their vitriol, they're going to send all of the illegal immigrants to Chicago to fuck with you because they mad that your ancestors was freed from slavery. You see the bullshit these people try to come up with? That's what that fool said. That is literally what that goddamn nigga said. That nigga is insane. It's racism of the Civil War. You went all the way back. Nigga went back to the 1800s to say why he is fucking up Chicago. The reason I'm really fucking up Chicago, y'all, if you remember back when the North fought the South, y'all remember way back then? Well, shit, that's where it go back to. Shit, you can't blame me. Yo, Mark Swift, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And Brian Richards, thank you for the cash out, brother. Thank you, man. Everybody here donating. This nigga crazy. Yeah, man. They was talking about, they knew that they was gonna send illegal immigrants to Chicago way back then. That's what nigga, they had the foreknowledge. And so, nigga, this nigga, they are insane. Yeah, shaking my head. Stephen Williams, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So the mayor of Chicago is stupid as hell. And then a couple of people clapped when he said that. They were like, they gave him a little. That's bullshit, nigga. But we gotta clap, so nigga, nah. So then he said, oh no. So then he said that he says a while ago, because this is what he tried to use to justify it. Hold on, my battery's running out of my phone. So this is what he tried to use to justify it. He said that 30,000 Ukrainian immigrants came here the right way. This is what he said. He said, so because 30,000 Ukrainian immigrants who came here the right way weren't a problem because they were taken care of with federal money. That's what he said. They weren't a problem because they came here the right way and they were taken care of with federal tax dollars, which is still your goddamn money. Nigga talking to Chicagoans like the federal money, the Fed don't take taxes out of their goddamn check. Only the state. Yo, Nasheed Waters, thank you, brother. Say, I love your videos. You're funny as hell. Hey, I'm just crazy, bro. When will you go back on the Zoe show? I don't know, brother, man. I'm busy as hell on the Mondays. I don't know. I got 3 businesses, bro. But so the 30,000, we didn't know about the 30,000 Ukrainians who came here. He just let that cat out of the bag. Like, wait a minute, 30,000 Ukraine. Did anybody hear about 30,000 Ukrainians coming over here? I ain't heard nothing about that shit. They just snuck 30,000 Ukrainians over here, while we also giving them 140 billion. Man, come on, man. This is insane shit. So, federal money we gave them because we took care of it the right way with federal money. Then New York police officers, because I guess his civil war, the states, the red states hating that the slaves was released. I think that goes for New York too, because New York also got a melanated mayor. So maybe he was talking about New York also, because now they're about to, New York, 2,500 New York police officers quit already this year because of budget cuts. They went over to the Metro Police. They was like, fuck this, because they took all the money and started giving it to the illegal immigrants, what they call asylum seekers, which is the dumbest shit in the world. You ain't seeking asylum, nigga. You just broke and don't want to be broke just like every other person in the goddamn world, nigga. We got a bunch of asylum seekers right here in America right now, nigga. So the police officers quit. They like, fuck this. Like I told y'all last week, you better start thinking about private police, investing in private police forces. Police are not, they're whittling down in these cities. And you think it's cool because yeah, you've been abused by police officers most of our lives, but that ain't cool, because when shit gets to anarchy and chaos and everybody starts tearing up shit and burning shit and throwing, what the fuck? There is no society no more. So you got to have some type of order, and that's what police do. So you need police whether you think so or not. So the fact that these niggas are getting cut is insane because of the illegal immigrants. Now, they just need to be re-educated, and you need to be educated on how to deal with them. You just don't need less of them. You just need to know how not to let them violate your constitutional rights. So then AOC, she came out and said, let's defund the red states for sending the illegal immigrants to the Democratic states. Let's defund them. First off, most states fund themselves. And so what they're saying is they're getting some federal money. This is what she's saying. They're getting some federal money. And so they're using the money to send the illegal immigrants. They're using the money to send the illegal immigrants to the Democratic states. And she like, fuck that. But you asked for them. They only giving you what you asked for. Like, didn't you ask for these niggas? They said, when they got here, they said, they pull out a letter saying, AOC says dinner is at 7:30 and don't be late. Where's AOC around here? Oh, well, hold on, my nigga. See that bus? Hop on that bus. That bus gonna take you right to AOC's house. That's what they were doing. And she mad now because she told him to come. So, but then, like I said, they all want to vote for the wall now. That Trump basically, again, $451 billion a year to take care of the illegal immigrants when the wall would have only cost $5 billion, which is crazy. So how many walls have we paid for at this point? So then the Black Lives Matter, the next one, you see the BLM leader of Rhode Island? This nigga said, he came out and said on Roly Poly Martin, what was that, Roland Martin, on Roly Poly Roland Martin, he said that he's supporting Trump. You got BLM cats supporting Trump now? This shit is crazy. This shit is going insane. So it's all over the place, just so we're aware. And that's because he's talking about the illegal immigrants. So he's talking about that shit too. So this shit is going crazy. Just sit back and watch where it's going. But don't just sit back and watch. We got to get involved as well. Get these people who invite these. And it's messed up for the illegal immigrants too, because they're invited here. They think they're going to come here and get taken care of and all that type of shit. And then they get here and they get the hate because nobody wants them over here because you're stealing their money. You're stealing everybody's resources and money, which is a fact. But they were told to come here. So they like, well, shit, they told us to come. So it's a fucked up situation for both. But, you know, Roland Martin was pissed because the Black Lives Matter leader want to vote for Trump because of the illegal immigrants. And he was trying to say that, first of all, the nigga was crazy, but then he couldn't name anything that the Democrats did for melanated people. He couldn't name anything. You can name a few things what Trump did. Trump did something. Go look it up. Look up the First Step Act. Everybody, I want y'all to go look up the First Step Act. He did that shit to get niggas out of jail. Instead of going back in, and doing recidivism. How you say that word? Recidivism. So he funneled people to do improv programs so that they can get out of jail faster. He did that shit. It's called the First Step Act. So Biden and all the niggas, they ain't doing nothing for niggas. Transcendental, thank you, brother. He says, all the shady characters we're dealing with now were put in place during the Nixon administration. Yep, under Kissinger. Yep, plus AIDS and abandoning the gold standard. Yep, thank you. He did all of that. Yep, all these people, these whack-ass people that are in in government now, these senators, yes, all of these whack people. That's Kissinger. He messed up the world. Single-handedly. That nigga fucked up the world. So moving along, reports of the first human case of swine flu came out in the UK. Did y'all hear about the swine flu? The first case, human swine flu. The pig has passed it on to the man. You better stop eating them fucking ham sandwiches, nigga. Them pig feet. Y'all better stop it. Stop eating them pork chops. All you people on the bus. Hey, look, I'm on my cleanse, y'all. I'm on my goddamn cleanse. It's day 2. It's day number 2 for my cleanse, so I'm off all that. I never ate pork. I haven't eaten pork chops in 20-something years, though. So if you are, swine flu coming for you. Ooh, boy, don't let me bust the bars up in here. But y'all better get away from the goddamn ham on Christmas. How many of y'all gonna eat the ham? I know it's a bunch of y'all in there. You're still eating that Christmas ham. That should be lasting like a whole week, though, don't it? I miss it. I ain't gonna even lie. Boy, I used to eat ham sandwiches all week. Ham sandwiches every goddamn day. All week. I miss that shit. I ain't gonna even lie. But ham is not good for you, man. Oh, man. So, swine flu, y'all. It's the jump from a pig to a human. So, watch out. Then in Beijing, the Beijing hospitals are overrun with the fear of the white lung. Oh, shit, y'all. The white lung. Do we need to whisper? White lung. What the fuck is white lung? What the hell is white lung? They just come up with all kind of bullshit. All kind of bullshit. Does anybody remember when the Pandeezy rhetoric started in? Does anybody remember when the Pandeezy rhetoric started? 2019, right before the election year, December, we heard about somebody being infected out of China with the Roro, right? Same old goddamn tactic. This is the same goddamn tactic. Same fucking right, dude. They don't mess with the tactics. They like, hey, nigga, didn't anybody figure that first one out? So we can use it again. You sure? You sure? Okay, shit. Submit. Same playbook. Ain't nobody gonna figure this out. And it was the same people. China. Like, China always coming up with some mysterious bullshit that they want to shut the rest of the world down with. What the? Y'all do know also China is experiencing a money crisis. Their economy is about to be fucked up. Even though they got the bricks and all that type of stuff, they've built too many projects, construction projects with nobody in them. And nobody gonna be in them forever. They got to go. They built crazy cities. They rebuilt Paris over in China. They rebuilt Paris, the Eiffel Tower and every fucking thing. They rebuilt the whole fucking thing. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody in that bitch. They not selling no cribs around that shit. So China's like, well, shit. Economy, we can shut it down again. Our economy, we can catch up with America. Don't y'all know the first shutdown allowed China to catch up with America financially in a big way. They did not all the way. They gained ground. Let's say that. They didn't catch up, but they gained a lot of ground on America financially. But then the Pandeezy, as long as they put the lockdowns and all that type of stuff, that messed up their economy. So it's not just construction. It's the Pandeezy that they, all the lockdowns they did. That's really messing up their economy. Really bad. Y'all need to go do the research on that. Like, China is fucked. So, right at the start of the year again, right before the new election year again, we got another mysterious syndrome. And now this one affects children. Remember, see, the last one, they wasn't perfected. It didn't take out kids, so it didn't scare us enough. Because we love the kids. Anything for the kids. So if it don't scare the kids, we like, Then when we see little children start dropping, oh my God! What do we do? That's my Karen. That's the white Karen. What do we do? So, they'll go all over the place trying to, we need to get our kids, we need to vaccinate all of our children, everyone right now. So, Beijing right before the election, trying to lock us in the crib again. Are we falling for that bullshit? We don't care if niggas' eyes are falling out in the middle of the street. We ain't getting locked back in the house. That ain't happening no more. We don't care what the government say. We don't care what nobody say. People are not going to get locked back in the house again. And they think, oh, we're going to scare you with the children. We going to scare you with the kids. No, bitch. That's not happening. So, fuck China with that bullshit. China can go to hell with that white lung syndrome. Bull crap. Then the Texas Attorney General is suing the P.F. Heiser Bakery for fraud and misrepresenting the efficacy of the Pandeezy cupcake. They said, nigga, you was lying your ass off. You was lying when you came out and said it was 95% effective. You hadn't even tested it for effectiveness. You didn't even do that. You just came out and said, nigga, what should we say? 92? 94? 97? No, that's too high, huh? 95? 95. We're gonna go with 95. Oh, it's 95% effective, everybody. We tested it on everybody. It's 95%. He just came up with a net fucking number. So Texas is suing the shit out of the P.F. Heiser Bakery. Shout out to Texas. May y'all win for everybody. This is there needs to be a class action lawsuit. They need to gather up all the people who were affected, or it didn't. When they took it, they still got the cup, or they still got the COV, the Boogie V. After they should get all those people in on a class action lawsuit, because you said it was 95% when you didn't know shit. You literally didn't know a goddamn thing. Man, if this is not bull, and so you can sue for fraud. Just so y'all know, the pharmaceutical companies, they do have immunity, except for fraud. They don't have immunity from fraud, guys. So this is why the Attorney General can go after them. They lied. They proved that they lied. The representative for Pfizer, P.F. Heiser, was in front of the European government, and the guy said, did you test to see if it stopped the Boogie V? And she said, no, we were rushing trying to get it out. We were... She said it. And the P.F. Heiser, she was actually replacing Albert Bourla, the P.F. Heiser Bakery CEO. He was supposed to be there that day. And he backed out that morning because he knew he was about to get them questions. So he was like, what? They gonna ask me what? hey, look at girl. Hey, you wanna go? Yeah, you tell him I was sick. Tell him, tell him I had a little cold. Tell him I had the Boogie V. That's what you tell him. So she went up there and she told him what he didn't want to say. He wasn't this is the thing. He went up there and told her to go. He told her to go because he didn't want to get up there and say that. And he didn't want nobody else to say that, but she went up there and she said it anyway. So shout out to Texas. Sue the shit out of the P.F. Heiser Bakery. You understand me? Sue the shit out of them niggas. Then a new report came out that found YouTube colludes with the government to censor cupcake misinformation during the Pandeezy. Now, we all knew that. We knew that. We knew YouTube, which is basically the CIA at this point, just so we're aware, we're clear. YouTube is embedded with government officials. But they were colluding to stop you from saying the real stuff about the cupcake during the Pandeezy. Now, we suspected, but now it just came out, they found that that's true. Evidence. They found the evidence. So they are not living this thing down like they thought they were. They thought they were just going to be able to do this. They were going to be able to push the narrative, you know, through the public, and we was just going to move on from this. But you can't move on. So many people's lives are destroyed from this. Lost their jobs, their family members died, they lost their career, everything. Injured. Like they can't function anymore. They can't even walk. Some people, I mean, you have destroyed so many goddamn lives, and you thought the universe was gonna let you walk, just moonwalk past that? They crazy. This is what I mean by they're not understanding we're in a new era. In the old era, they may have been able to get away with that for a long period of time. In the Earth age, when things take time to plant in the ground, you know, and you use earth, you got to plant things in the ground. You got to wait for them to cultivate and wait for them to, gestate and grow and all that. Takes a minute. In air, though, things get around in air quick. You throw something, if a hurricane is blowing, you throw something up in that hurricane, that motherfucker getting swept up and taken 100 yards away, 100 miles away in a couple of seconds. And that's where we are. We're in the air age. Information moves. You can't hide anything. This is why the new Khazarians' power is fading. They operated in the dark. That's their whole thing. Darth Vader, the dark side. When Saturn fell to the dark side, that's why they worship Saturn in its fall. The dark side of Saturn. They worship Saturn in its fall, in its dark age. Their whole thing is about the darkness, doing shit in the dark. Your shit is coming to light, bitch. So, again, YouTube is full of shit. We knew that, but this is why y'all better watch what you put in the chat, because they, YouTube, you be watching me. So then moving along, Ireland introduces new legislation where you can be arrested for memes on your phone. Come here, give me that motherfucking phone, nigga. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that cat doing right there next to that? Just a cat. Ain't nothing but a cat, goddamn. Are you trying to say that cat is transgender? Huh? Are you trying to say that this person should be like this cat? Or this cat? Like, what the heck? Like, nigga, they were trying to, like, wait a minute, nigga, just a cat, nigga. That a transgender cat? It ain't a motherfucking he, she cat. It's just a cat. And they will take your ass to jail. They said, Irish legislator, she claims it combats hate speech. That's again, they coming after all your freedoms with hate speech. You can't hurt somebody's feelings. Since when did you not have the right to hurt somebody's goddamn feelings? When you had it? Because I'll tell you right now, I don't give a flying fuck about your feelings. You fuck with me, you better know that right now. I don't give a flying shit about your feelings. At all. Not one little bit. Because I don't care. You can say whatever the fuck you want to me. I'm going to take it personal. So your feelings are for you to manage. Any of the higher, if you're in the higher sciences, you understand that. Your emotions, emotion, E equals motion. Your energy moving you to motion is a lower vibration. You can feel without having emotion. But so hate speech. Then Israeli legislature, then the Irish, I'm on, because I've been on Israel, but the Irish legislator, she said, government is here to restrict your freedom. Freedoms. Like all the more than one. The government is here to restrict your freedoms, is what she said. She's kind of right and kind of wrong. Like, not necessarily. The government isn't here to restrict your freedoms. They're just here to direct your freedoms so that no one's freedoms infringes upon another's. That's what the government is for. That's what rights mean. Comes from the word rect, to erect or direct. So it's how the rights or how your freedoms are organized so that they don't infringe upon another person's freedoms. So she said, though, nah, we got a right to take away your shit. We got a right to take away your freedom. Now, you talking shit about another person is not affecting their freedom at all. You can walk away. You can do this. La 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 la. You can do what? You can do a whole bunch of shit where you don't have to see or hear what I'm saying. Not infringement. You have the freedom to do all of that. All of these things of not be seen and not see it, not be privy to it. Then they said you can get 12 months in prison for refusing to give your password for your devices if they suspect you of hate speech. These niggas in, hey, look here, Ireland. Top of the morning. You better top of the morning your ass on out of Ireland, goddammit. Blame me. Whatever. You blame me. Top of the morning. Get the fuck out of Ireland. Right goddamn now. Then it said it started because all of this kind of started. Well, you saw there was like riots and stuff over there. So there was some riots over there because the immigrants had stabbed, an illegal immigrant had stabbed a child. And so they started rioting over there and went crazy and all that type of stuff. So Ireland is going through some shit right now. Then Conor McGregor, he rode up and said, we're going to smash on all the immigrants or something to that effect. And it's not, don't quote me because it's something to that effect. But he said something like, this is war or something like that. So Ireland, goddamn, I don't know what's hella going on with Ireland, but y'all arrested for a meme. And you can be taken to jail if you refuse your password. Oh, hell no, nigga. I'd be smashing on everybody. So watch out, Ireland. Then the old Khazarian, they said, so a lot of the fighting and stuff also was over there because they said the old Khazarian immigrants, so Ukrainians, are being shipped to Ireland. And Ireland government is giving the old Khazarians free housing, free food, and the houses are worth, Craig, check this shit out. The houses, now Ireland they got a poverty problem. A bunch of poor people, a lot of homeless people and shit. But the old Khazarians from Ukraine, they get a house worth 1.3 million euros. They're getting houses worth 1.3 million euros in Ireland. So Ireland was like, fuck this, nigga. When they start burning shit up, turning shit down. So I understand, Ireland. Conor McGregor, you like, but Conor, you ain't broke, nigga. You got like $200 million. But I see why why Ireland is going crazy over there. But they need to trip on their government first for that damn law. Then 2 teenagers are arrested in Birmingham. That's UK. In Birmingham after targeting a referee with how you say this word? Goddamn. Misogynistic chants. Goddamn, I couldn't read the word. So misogynistic chants. They got arrested because they were calling her. They were saying like you B or whatever and this and that. You a whack woman. You a whack referee because you were this and you referee so bad because you a woman. All that type of stuff. Just basically saying she wasn't a good referee because she was a woman. They got arrested. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all be shitting on America, and rightfully so. You should be shitting on America. America's the biggest piece of shit. They do the most fuck shit. However, the structure of the government, not the people running the government, but the structure of the government is the freest government in the world. Y'all better get that down, man. There is no other place in the world where you have the type of freedoms that they have over here. Look at Ireland. They don't got a freedom. They don't got a freedom of speech. They don't got a First Amendment. Nope, just took that shit away. You can't say shit about your neighbor that pisses them off or makes them sad. When the fuck did that happen? That law ain't gonna go nowhere. I know that for sure. That law ain't gonna go nowhere. Then moving along, I'm gonna let y'all know because again, your freedoms again. When they try to join this one world shit, they're gonna try to bring that to America. So I just want y'all to be aware of that and stay abreast and don't let them do it. You got to start learning your shit. So moving along, somebody hit me with this white supremacy. So they were talking about white supremacy and this and that. So I want to break down just real quick because I wanted to go over it deeper, but we don't got enough time. But the white supremacy scam. So everybody was like, white supremacy, white supremacy. It's all about white supremacy. Now, white supremacy was truly a scam, just so y'all know. So going back, and I'm just going to talk about the status of white in America, right? So the status of white, we talked about Bacon's Rebellion and how he got the indentured servants, the Caucasian indentured servants, and the melanated indentured servants. He got them to join forces and then take down the bourgeoisie of Jamestown. So that was what that's where you get the word bougie. So that was then. That's in the 1600s, right? So that's when, after that happened, the bourgeoisie, these niggas took control again. They took back control. And because they didn't want to lose it, after that, they created this white privilege thing. They created something called white privilege, right? And so all the white slaves or Caucasian slaves who look like the owners, they say, are we gonna make them think we're together? And then so they'll oppress the melanated indentured servants. And so that's what happened. They thought they were higher, they felt that they were bougie because they were interacting with the upper class. And they started to shit on the melanated indentured servants, right? So I'm gonna move on past that though. That's when they started to create white privilege, right? The creation of I'm white and you're not, and white being part of this upper class type of thing, right? So then, but America they hadn't actually defined it. Because just so you know, they didn't deal with white and black in other countries. They were their countrymen. So that was only in America, right? So in 1922, so this is when white and stuff started to be examined on who was white. So in 1922, there was a case by this dude named Ozawa. So you can look it up, Ozawa versus United States. And Ozawa was Japanese American, and he wanted to get citizenship and classified as white. Right? But he wasn't, I think he was from Japan. He was an immigrant, Japanese immigrant, but he wanted to be classified as white after he had been over here for so long and get citizenship. So, but back then, citizenship, immigration was only you can go back in the census, not in the census, but in the immigration laws, immigration was only for free white persons and Africans, immigrants of Africa, or African citizens, or descendants of Africa. So people from Africa or descendants from Africa because of slavery, right? So 1922, if you weren't a free white person, or if you weren't a nigga from Africa, you couldn't apply for citizenship. That was crazy, right? So Ozawa was like, well, white, he was going off the color of his skin. So he's like, yo, I'm white. Like, I'm whiter than any damn Caucasian person. I'm paler than any Caucasian person. So I apply, right? If we're going off we're going off skin tone, then that should be it, right? So he lost. He went and sued the United States for that. And they said, nah, my nigga, It ain't the color of your skin. It's not? It's not the color of your skin? Wait a minute. What the fuck is it then? Okay, that's some bullshit. And it said, so, white meant Caucasian, right? Basically, they were saying that white meant Caucasian. It didn't mean necessarily that you were pale. It meant Caucasian person, of the Caucasian lineage, whatever that is, right? So he lost that case. Then in 1923, an Indian, a Hasik Indian brother, his name was Thin, but Bagot Thin or something like that. Bagot Thind, Thind. So you can look that up. Thind versus United States. So he came in and he tried to go the other route. He tried to say, oh, okay, well, if it ain't about your color, if it ain't about this, because he wasn't pale. He was thinking, oh, okay, well, y'all saying Caucasian is a status. Well, he was like, okay, well, I'm part of the upper caste over where I'm from. I'm part of the upper class. So we would, and basically we white. In where I'm from, all right, we would be considered the upper class whites. So if I'm white over there, if I'm one of the, no, because he was saying, well, you know, he's a noble. He's a noble, and he's termed, or Aryan. So that was the term. He said, I'm Aryan, and I'm a noble from over in India, so I qualify, right? If it's about status, if it ain't about this. And then they told him, they flipped it back. They said, nah, nigga, you don't look like us. Well, wait, you just told the nigga last year, Ozawa, that it had nothing to do with his skin tone. It was about some type of status or class or something like that. So he said, well, I'm coming in under status. So they said, nah, nigga, my nigga. The same judge who told Ozawa it wasn't about skin color, told this nigga it was about skin color. Because in this one, they said, well, you don't look like us, my nigga. They really meant the people who looked like the colonists who first arrived in America. That's what they told them. They told that nigga, it was really about the colonists, my nigga, that came over here. It wasn't really about, oh, my battery running out, yo. So it wasn't really about, the classes thing. So wait a minute, you told this nigga it wasn't about that. But now it is about that. See, they were just bullshitting. They didn't know what it was. They just wanted this to be a protected status, right? Then in 1924, you had something called the Racial Integrity Act that came out, right? That was in Virginia. That was this dude named Walter Plecker. He basically wanted to wipe out the status of Native Americans or Aboriginals by wiping them out as Aboriginal or Indian, in the books, and he flipped it to mulatto. So he changed all the Native American or the Aboriginals in the books to mulatto. This is talking about how y'all start to get flipped. So that was the Racial Integrity Act, right? Because they wanted to preserve the status of white, right? What also happened that year? 1924, they also did the Indian Citizenship Act, where they made Indians subservient to the American government. So remember, you had nations. Native American, Aboriginal, you had nations. You had over 500 nations. So I hope y'all went and watched 500 Nations by Kevin Costner. If y'all haven't seen that, one of the dopest documentaries ever. It blew my mind back when I saw it, when it first came out in the 90s. It came out in the fucking 90s, y'all. Fucking crazy. It came out in the 90s, and it put me on the path to something else. But so they came out with the Indian Citizenship Act in 1924 to make Indians, put them under the government, to make them subservient to the federal government. They said, all right, well, they tried to say, well, you can keep your tribal status, but you can also be a citizen of the government. Not understanding that the tribal status is still subservient to the federal government. You have to be designated as a tribal status in order to keep that. That's called federal recognition, right? So that was coming out because they didn't want in the Constitution, you're basically in the census of 1790, you were listed as free non-blacks. Yo, oh shoot. Atomic Dog, thank you, brother. From DC. excuse me, free non-whites. Excuse me, not free non-blacks, but free non-whites. That's how Aboriginals were listed, as free non-whites. So, excuse me. So then, again, so this is how they trying to put you under they were trying to get us subservient under their thumb, which most native Aboriginals are, because now they're called federally recognized tribes, right? Not nations. So then in 1925, you had a cat named Peto Cartosian. So that word, his last name is Cartozian. Go look that up. Peto Cartosian. It's Cartosian versus United States. And he's basically how the status of white became to be able to apply to, or be able to be applied to Muslims. Because he was, I think he was Syrian. He looked white, he looked Caucasian, and he was saying, I look white and all this. My daughters look at me, they look white and all this and that. So in that status, they wanted to deny him at first, but then ultimately they let him have the status. So now this is how all Muslims and everybody who come over here now from all the Arab countries, they're listed as white. This is how they all got. This is including no matter what Muslim country. You darker than me, you church shoe black. If you come from one of the Muslim countries, they call the MENA countries, Middle East, North Africa. If you come from one of the MENA countries, you are listed as white. Now, again, they didn't have any definition for white back in the early 20s. There was no definition for it. It wasn't skin tone, and it wasn't about status until, oh, well, you talking about status? No, we can't do that. You talking about skin tone? No, we can't do that. Oh, no, we don't know. They was fucking around. It is a political status. That is all it is. White is a political status that they never intended anybody else to enter. They never ended, because remember, this is the beginning of America. So they never intended anybody else to enter this status but them. So they didn't have to define what the fuck white was. So this shit is hilarious. 1925, again, they let them in. So now you got everybody who's of those countries are able to be listed as white. So white supremacy in America, we're just gonna deal with it in America. White supremacy in America is a scam. It's a political party. It's who can be a part of this political party in order to boost the numbers so that we have political power within the country. It ain't got shit to do with this. I've already told you on the census, you can list yourself as Caucasian, white, whatever you want. Since 1960, they've allowed you to list whatever the hell you want on the census. So it is a scam. All you brothers, stop calling yourself, stop placing labels on yourself and all this bullshit. Does that help you do anything in life? By putting that label on you first? I'm a black man, I'm a this. Unless you put God in front of it, that's the only goddamn label you need to have in front of who you are. Because the colors that you look at, that you are seeing, means that the body or the object is reflecting that color. It's not within the object, it's reflecting it. It's rejecting it. That's what that means. Any color that you see in an object means the object is rejecting the color. It doesn't mean it's that color. It's rejecting it. It's literally the opposite of what you think. So stop dealing with all this bullshit. It's all a scam. Yo, Charmaine Dawson, thank you, girl. Appreciate the education and info every Saturday. My good brother for sure. Flex those guns for the... Wow. There you go. That's what's up. So, then, in the 50s, we're going to keep it moving along. Then in the 50s, 58% of Hispanic Americans, they said, we can be white? Well, shit. Nigga, we can be white, we gonna be white then. That's in the 50s. Now, how many of you think today identify and classify as white? So white is bullshit, y'all. Stop saying white supremacy and white folks this and white folks that. It is bullshit. When you say that, you You are cutting out so much nuance to the shit. It does not mean pale people. White does not mean pale people. It is a political status that they have tricked you into joining or not joining, being a part of. So stop being a part of this shit. Stop labeling yourself as any of these things that these niggas created and mash the fuck out with just who you are. Call yourself Aboriginal. Call yourself Aboriginal Amaru Khan. That's something that they didn't create. You can call yourself that. You can, whatever the hell you want, but stop being labeled what the hell they are. But again, don't stop letting the labels control who the fuck you are and how you move and how you think. They don't mean shit. They don't mean shit unless it's a constructed society that they want to have control over. So leave that bullshit alone. And just so you know, white and black, it really goes back to the ancient Khazarian, the Khazarian Empire. The term, the status part of white and black, the term in Khazaria was Kara, K-A-R-A, it meant black or dark, and Ak, A-C-K, it meant white or upper class. Kara and Ak in the Khazarian Empire meant you were either upper class or lower class. Those were the terms come from, black and white. It didn't mean your ass the skin tone. It meant who are you in society? And you are now following all of that stuff that they set up in old Khazaria. That was literally the power structure of old Khazaria. Matter of fact, let me show you. You can read that. You can read that in this book. If you can find it. This is one of these. God damn. They don't want nobody to see what's in this book. All right. All right. This book right here. This talks about the Khazars and how they were the power structure in that area over there. Y'all don't understand, dude. The Khazars, they had they one of the greatest empires ever. But they hide it because they know if you knew about Khazaria, you would make the link, the connection with these so-called Jews, modern day Jews, and Khazaria. So they have basically obfuscated their ancient history, which was a great history for them, in order to secure this future here as somebody that they not. In order to steal another identity, they've just totally wiped out their ancient past and history and how great they used to be with commerce and fighting wars and all that type. They was motherfuckers. They was hard as fuck. Then they was like, we're gonna wipe all that away so we can steal somebody else's identity. But it talks about the Kara and Ak being classes in that shit, in that book right there, if you can find it. So then, just so y'all, and also just so you know, are y'all separating yourselves by race and this and that? Most of y'all are probably brothers and sisters. You know, Genghis Khan, that nigga, he's the ancestor to 16 million people. So you niggas may be one of Genghis Khan's ancestors. You don't know. Stop with the bullshit, man. Labeling yourself. God damn. That is a straight scam. So moving along, in Rainbow News, did you hear that Pope Francis, he went to lunch with a busload of Decepticons? What the hell you doing, Pope? That nigga, you coming out, Pope? Hey, nigga, the Pope on the pole? Is the Pope twerking on the pole? The Pope came out, that nigga was like, no, he wasn't. Nigga swinging his shit. Hey, Pope, you on your bullshit, nigga. What the hell? They done got the Pope. They have, boy, this cult is going far. This cult is, boy, this shit is insane. They done got the Pope. How you gonna get the Pope? You had a lunch with the Pope, and he can't say, he know damn well, because this the thing. He's supposed to be an emissary of God, right? These people, the Decepticons, are in essence saying that God made a mistake. By making them what they were when they were born, God didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He made a mistake. You supposed to be the voice of God on the planet, and you gonna let them get away with that shit? And say that to your face, God made a mistake, and not correct him on that shit? Who the fuck are you guiding? You're not supposed to guide them with wisdom and knowledge when they think of some stupid shit like that God made a mistake? No, this nigga like, nigga, we about to have pancakes. Nigga, we about to have Decepticon pancakes, nigga. Yo, Roger Rose, thank you, brother. He says, are you are you Pope Paul? What the fuck? Are you? These motherfuckers out here. Pope Francis. This is Pope Francis. Francis. So, and then the Vatican will now allow Decepticon baptisms. What? The entire what are we doing? Decepticon baptisms, nigga? What the the Vatican? Nigga, if this is not a goddamn agenda and plan to take over the world through this goddamn bullshit ass cult, it's obviously that. And now the Pope can't even say nothing against it. The Vatican doors is open, nigga. Serving fried chicken. Serving fried chicken and fucking gravy. And rice to motherfucking Decepticons. Fuck out of here. And then, as he was, if y'all seen the video, this is hilarious. So he acting like he with the shit, right? So then, when they hold the ceremony at the whatever that was, the church they was in, and he has to greet the people. Tell me y'all seen the video. He's standing up there, and the people coming to him, and you know how you grab the Pope hand, and you got to kiss the Pope hand, whatever, right? To show your fealty to the God's emissary on earth. So they was all walking up there. They was grabbing the Pope hand. They tried to kiss the Pope's hand. They were all of them trying to kiss the Pope. And the Pope was like, nah, nigga. He shook their hand, and when they tried to kiss it, this nigga smacked it back. He snatched it back. Then one lady tried to hold on to the shit. She rolled her lip all the way up to the nigga's shoulders. He was like, bitch, get your ass off me. Oh, that shit was funny, nigga. Y'all need to see that. If y'all haven't seen the Pope not letting them kiss his hand, get your bitch ass off. Hey, Pope, you talking that shit on public, nigga. Your actions said everything. This nigga rubbing that shit off. Hey, Pope, you hilarious, my nigga. Then, students in Florida, moving along, they walked out because the principal was fired for allowing a Transformer, a Decepticon, to play on biological girls' volleyball team, which is against state law. He wasn't supposed to let the Decepticon play on the team because if you spike a ball into a girl's face, you can shatter her whole goddamn face because you're a dude. The fuck is going on? You can shatter this girl's whole goddamn face if you spike the ball into her face. So that's why they don't allow Decepticons on women teams. The coach, trying to be a woke ass bitch, he let the dude, he got me in this shit, let the dude on the team. So they fired him. Say, nigga, this is against state law. You can't do that. And so then the kids walked out and held a big ass Decepticon rally, which is probably fake. Most of them just didn't want to go to school. But they were acting like all of them were for it. Because they probably really liked him as a principal. He probably was cool. So they wanted him back as a principal. But then they tried to throw the Decepticon stuff in there and Decepticon rights and all that with the picket sign. So that nigga, you lost your job rightfully. The state said don't do it. The parents don't want you doing it, for sure. But you're going to do it anyway. You're going to put this dude on this damn team, and if one of them damn girls got smashed, what if he spiked it into her neck and dislocated her larynx? Like, bow, they hit her larynx like this. Because that nigga hit the ball so hard. Where did that happen? And you weren't supposed to let them on the team lawfully by state law. Boy, you could have been to jail. So, he luckily only got fired. Honestly. So, shout out to Florida State Ron DeSantis, that's Ron DeSantis right there, said don't do it. Shout out to Ron DeSantis on that one, nigga. Oh, you may have some fuck shit going. You may wear high heels in your debates when you walk around town. But nigga, that law is one good thing you did. So moving along, Disney admits in the SEC filing, that's Security Exchange Commission, Disney admits in an SEC filing that going woke made them broke. No shit. Because y'all know, for investors, public company, you have to say everything that's going on with the company that can affect the stock. And you have to say that because if you have potential stock buyers, they need to know, they need to have full information. So what does this company do? What are they about? What are their agenda about? All this type of stuff. They need to have that information. That's lawfully, they have to have that in there. So Disney came out and said, God damn, man, we fucked up. we fucked up on this one, goddamn. We kind of fucked up, everybody. So they literally said that our agenda, our political views or something like that, were out of sync with our consumer. Finally, you admit it, but you ain't gonna stop it. They still got females, Silver Surfer coming out. You done changed the Silver Surfer to a woman. You got the leader of the Fantastic Four being played by a Mexican. What's his name? The nigga who played Mandalorian. What's his name? The dude who played the Mandalorian. And the dude who was in Game of Thrones. What's his name? Silver Woman. What's the dude that played from The Last of Us TV show and all that? What's his name? Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is going to play Reed Richards, a white man. In the books, in Fantastic Four, Reed Richards and Sue Richards, two Caucasians who are married. But no, diversity, equity, inclusion, once again. It wins once again. So now they got a Mexican playing Reed Richards. They may get enough backlash where they may pull it, but so they not quitting. They're not stopping with their woke message, apparently. Then they said they admit that this is what they said. They admit that their ESG goals, we talked about ESG a long time ago. I hipped y'all to that a while back. That's environmental social governance. They admit that their environmental social governance goals present risk to their reputation and brand. Brands, plural. But you ain't gonna do nothing. But you still about to change the Silver Surfer to a woman. When you know that's fucking suicide for comics. The Silver Surfer is a man. He is a male. The Herald of Galactus. Come on, man. Don't make me start busting out my damn comic knowledge. Silver Surfer is the Herald of Galactus, the world eater. He goes and prepares the worlds to be eaten for Galactus. Y'all full of shit with this, man. So they keep it moving. They keeping it going. They said they lost $194 billion in market cap in 1 year. Whoa. I don't know if y'all understand what market cap means. Market cap means the total value of the company. It means what the company's worth, completely in dollars. So in 1 year, in 2023, they have lost $194 billion of worth in the company. That's crazy. That is insane. They lost $500 million this month or last month in November alone on movies. All that woke ass movies, Wish and all the other shit and the Marvels and all that shit they was coming out with. They lost. So they keep on with the bullshit. So Disney, get destroyed if you want to. Nigga, keep on with the fuck shit and go ahead and destroy your whole company, please. Because this will say, don't ever do woke shit ever again. We got to bring masculinity and true males back. This is bullshit. They're trying to wipe masculinity off the face of the planet. Like we don't need it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for building the goddamn planet, but we don't need it anymore. This is on some real, man, there's a show called The Gilded Age. Going off a little bit, but there's a show called The Gilded Age on HBO, which is kind of cool because it's a period piece. Takes you back to the early 1800s, actually, when New York and everything was built, the railroads and all that, the industrial age, right? So it's showing all these barons, these robber barons, like, you know, Rockefellers and all that, but they mention them. They don't necessarily show the Rockefellers and stuff, but they show equivalents of these people. And so in the show though, the show is so goddamn woke. All the women, all the wives are telling all these rich super millionaire robber barons what to do and how to run everything. They around the world, building the world, shitting on everybody, smacking people up. But as soon as they get home, they getting told what to do all over the fucking house. All right, nigga, y'all full of shit. This is absolute. This is where the storytelling has gone now, which makes absolutely no sense. That this man is running his whole goddamn world, but when he get to the house, he ain't got a word to say. He let you tell him off. He let you talk crazy to him. He let you tell what the children what to do without him having a word. All of that. He ain't got not a say in nothing. But this nigga's one of the biggest industrial leaders of the world. But he don't got a say at the house. Get the fuck out of here. So this is where this bullcrap storytelling is going. This woke storytelling. And I'm glad Disney is failing because of it. So then the WEF, they said climate, moving along, the WEF, World Economic Forum, they said climate affects gender. And gender affects climate. Wait, I thought I missed something, y'all. My bad. I looked back there because I thought I missed something. Like, something must have got past me. Shit. Yo, Lenny Deadstock, thank you, brother. Just walked into Walmart and all I saw was rainbow flag. See? Rainbow flags everywhere, like it was World War II propaganda film. God damn, see? They're trying to push this on you like crazy. This is insane. So, but they said climate. This is what it is. Climate affects gender. And gender affects climate. Hey! Where the hell? So, that's bullshit. But this is the thing. You have two words. Affect with an A and effect with an E. What is the difference between the two? Effect is a result of a cause. Meaning, if I hit a cup, the cause of me hitting the cup, the effect is that it falls over. That's cause and effect, right? Effect. Affect means it influences you. Effect means to have an influence on you. So they probably meant influence, the one with an A. So let's go with that. They meant the one with an A, right? Climate affects your gender. So everybody, you tell me, brothers, when it get a little hot, do you feel frilly? Do you feel a little fruitopian? I ain't never felt that shit when the weather changed. I ain't never felt fruitopian or any other way because the weather just all of a sudden got hot and cold. But they said also gender affects climate. Holy shit, what the fuck? You got some science for that? Male and female, the gender, affects how the weather happens on the earth. Where the hell are they getting this damn information, yo? Can somebody tell me where they getting this goddamn? Gender affects climate? Oh, nigga, they have gone off the deep end. They are just going crazy with this shit. They are just going absolutely insane with this cult. It's a cult. At this point, it's a goddamn cult. So, WEF wants you to be in the Rainbow Army too. And change the weather. Maybe you can change the weather. If you change your gender, you can change the weather, everybody. New science, WEF. They are insane. So moving on, this is into science and weird stuff. More science. The OpenAI president was fired. Y'all know y'all heard about that last week. He's been rehired. But the reason he was fired was because he created a super AI called Q-Star. And the board was like, this is the devil AI and it's going to take over the world and destroy the world. So they was like, we need to get him out of here. This nigga trying to create the devil AI and kill the world. So they voted him out. Then Microsoft came in and was like, oh shit, nigga, you free? Come on over here, nigga, develop all our AI, nigga. Microsoft has 49% interest in ChatGPT anyway, or OpenAI anyway. So they just basically said, well, they fired you. You the main dude. Come on over here and develop all our stuff and bring all your people. So then the board had to, the board of ChatGPT, OpenAI, they had to resign. They got a new board and brought homeboy back. So now he's free to develop his fucking voodoo devil AI. Basically Skynet is what they said he was creating. This nigga has created Skynet. It's called Q-Star. It is a fucking AI on crack. It's AI on steroids, crack, and ecstasy. So watch out, because goddamn, because then Amazon and Twitter also just came out with 2 new AIs. Dude, where we going, y'all? Where the hell we going? Amazon is called Q. It's funny that Amazon's is called Q and ChatGPT's is called Q-Star. What's up with this Q in the AI thing? You gotta get, what's up with the Q thing, y'all? Gotta let me know what's up on the Q. Then Twitter's is called Grok, G-R-O-K. So the AI battle is on. In this corner, weighing in about 0 pounds, because AI doesn't weigh anything. They are about to get the battle royale going. Shit. Now I'll say this: Elon says he wants to create. He thinks AI is. He doesn't want it to take over the world. So if I had to go with one of the 3, I'm gonna have to go with Elon on this because he says. He don't want AI to take over the world, and he wants to build a balanced AI where we still have control over it. I'm with that. I ain't with AI and Google and them. They want a AI super god. I'm not with that. So, fuck that shit. And it said, America, China, and New Khazaria are developing AI drones that can kill. Autonomous AI drones that can kill on their own. Y'all? Do y'all hear me? America, China, and New Khazaria are all developing AI killer drones. Boy, this is getting fucked shit right here, man. God damn. But AI can never replace humans because it's not connected to the source. It's not connected to the source. It can't create new things. It can't pull in different ideas and vibrations and frequencies from all over the universe. Not just the galaxy, the universe. You pull frequencies and vibrations from the universe. Do you understand? Superconductivity has no limit of distance. When you have vibrational resonance, if 2 points vibrate at the same frequency, energy can move between the 2 points at a lossless rate forever until one of the points changes frequency. So you may be pulling stuff in from the fucking galaxy of Belokalex. You don't know. Gokalx Galaxy. You don't know. You are pulling stuff in from everywhere. Different dimensions. All that type of stuff. Because then I'm about to talk about this right here. Because this week, a whistleblower in the CIA, in the CIA, they said they recovered 9 spacecraft. They have recovered 9 spacecraft since 2003. Not total, just since 2003. They have a spacecraft recovery department going over. Not a department, it's like a, whatever it is, something like that. Something like a department. But where they go out and investigate supposed alien. This is basically Mulder and Scully. They have a Mulder and Scully department at the CIA. Mulder and Scully was a part of the FBI. But the CIA actually has a Mulder and Scully on the books. And they said they got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 9. 9 UFOs that have crashed. Then they said some of the extraterrestrials, one of the senators who had privy to all of this, he came out, he break it down. He said the extraterrestrials are not, you think of them wrong. A lot of them aren't here with us physically. They phase in and out of different dimensions. This is what the senator said. What was his name? Starts with a T. Damn. No, wait. Senator, was it Blinken? I think it was maybe Blinken or Senator Blinken or damn. If you want to check out Breaking Points, because they do a whole breakdown of the story. Breaking Points on YouTube. Look for that. Look for the story. They'll tell you who the whistleblower is, CIA, and all that type of stuff. But so CIA. They say they got aliens, y'all. So now check this out. They said that so the news. So when they told that, the news came out on the same day that the story came out about Hunter Biden receiving money from China for no apparent reason. They couldn't track down what the job was that he did and received this money from China. The story comes out on the same day. That's peculiar. So you see how they doing it, right? You see what the hell they are doing. And then there was a theory that was brought out, and this dude was doing it as a joke, but he actually hit upon something pretty good. He was saying that the Galactic Federation, he said the Galactic Federation, or the reason that the world, so basically, is, you know, if you heard about the Galactic Federation, that's of all the governments in the world, they know about this Galactic Federation of extraterrestrials, and they're here on the planet, and they won't let us in because we're too unevolved and stuff like that. So this dude's theory was, though, that the reason, and he was joking, he was being sarcastic, he was clowning, but he was saying that the reason we can't join the Galactic Federation is because we're not a one world government yet. That's what the push for the one world government is because if it's a Galactic Federation, we have to represent the Earth. We're not unified as an Earth. And so the Galactic Federation, these are planetary and dimensional beings who create this shit. And so we're not a unified entity as an Earth. So they have to bring the Earth together so that they can join the Galactic Federation. I was like, nigga, that's a great point. You bullshitting. But that's actually probably the main reason they are bringing the world, the one world government. It's so that we can join this Galactic Federation. Because now, again, it's all coming out that this extraterrestrial, there's no doubt. The dude, David Grush, was on Joe Rogan the other day. He said it's 100%. We are definitely not alone. 100%. That nigga said that. 100%. We definitely got aliens. He said 100%. Nigga, we are definitely got some aliens. So the CI is holding 9 of them, y'all. And again, we're supposed to be joining the Galactic Federation, but we too stupid. So there's that. Then the last thing I got for them before we move on is, did you hear New York is banning discrimination against fat people? New York is banning discrimination against fat people. Wait a minute. What that means is restaurants and places, and you have to have spaces that are that accommodate four people who are wrapped into one. If I can't get a goddamn oxen into this seat right here, you discriminating. I need to be able to slide an ox right on in here into this seat. So you need to widen the seat. This is airplanes, this is everything. New York has lost their goddamn mind. Wait, we gotta start accommodating fat motherfuckers because they don't want to stop doing this? Fuck out of here. And I can say that because I used to be motherfucking fat. I used to be 300 pounds. So I can say it. I can talk shit all goddamn day. So y'all can go from fat to this anytime you want. Anytime you want to do that. It's just called discipline. God dang it. Goddamn discipline. So New York is full of shit. Stop eating. Goddamn, stop eating. Motherfuckers, stop eating shit. It's absolute goddamn bullshit, man. You're gonna ban discrimination against fat. How the hell you gonna do that? Seriously. How the hell they gonna do that? How the hell you gonna ban discrimination against fat people? Hey, come somebody tell me how you do that. So big people are just gonna be able to come in and sit and squish you. Excuse me, let me get in here. Thank you. And your ass is pinned up against the wall. And like, yeah. You in the restaurant here. I'll have a burger and some fries. This nigga fat shoulder, nigga pressing into your throat so you can, I'll have a burger and some fries. Like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here. Fuck New York and that shit. So last thing, did you see, and speaking of, did you see the 4 supersized women Chicago police officers who couldn't take down the one dude? Tell me you saw that. The four large and in charge police officer ladies who tried to catch the dude shoplifting at Walgreens. Oh, that shit was hilarious. Roger Rose, appreciate you, brother. He says, stop eating fats. I mean, facts. My bad. Just so you know, fat doesn't make you fat. Just wanted y'all to know. Fat doesn't make you fat. You need to understand how to eat food and the macro and micronutrients and all that type of stuff. So fat doesn't make you fat. Saturated fats make you fat. But omega-3s, omega-9s stuff, omega-6s, those are the good fats for your body. They actually help you to burn fat if you eat the right amount of good fat. So just to give you a little stuff right there. So that's why eating salmon and stuff like that is really good for you, because that's the omegas that you need to help burn fat. So, but they tried to take my man down and he wasn't even moving. He was just standing there, like just resisting. Just not letting them pull him. This is what we mean when we say women can't play against men in sport. This is how less stronger women are than men are. 4 big ass bitches. These are 4 big ass bitches trying to. He's just sitting there like, and they grabbing with. They trying to move him and grab him and pull him and she like. That's how he moving. That's the amount of inches he's moving. As they doing these big sweeping shit, he's like, So one of the ladies, she had to take a break. They was messing with him, trying to get him down so much. She said, whew. She stopped, put her hands on her knees, and bent over and said, whew. Nigga, I fell out dying. I fell out laughing. She said, God damn. Then, as they keep on moving him and shit like that, he just finally said, fuck this. He just snatched his arm away and took off and got away. After being mangled, all trying to be woman handled for about 5 minutes, he was like, this is stupid. These bitches can't take me down. I'm out of here. He just snatched his arm away from one of them, snatched his arm away from the other one, and took off. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother, man. So, again, if y'all don't want big ladies smashing on you, you don't have to run away from them. Just get over to realnoggins.com and order the Great Book of Melanin Research. You get the Police Stop Law package. Or go to kyrf.org and get any of the things that will help you not have to fight off 4 big Yetis. 4 big wildebeests trying to take you down because you were shoplifting at Walmart. Boom, right here. We have all the decks of the cards right here. We got the Police Stop flashcards, decks 1 and 2. We got the Law and Government flashcards, deck 1 and 2. And then we also have the U.S. Supreme Court Police Stop decisions. That goes with the flashcards 1 and 2. That goes with these 1 and 2 right here. So you need this if you get Police Stop flashcards. You want to understand the court decisions that help you get to that point. So again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy at realnoggins.com, you get all that for free. You don't get all them cards. I give you a deck of cards, but not all 5 of them. So stop being greedy, goddammit. So right here, this is the Know Your Rights manual. Everything you need to know about your police stop, your Terry stops and traffic stops, which are police stops in the car and on foot. Right here, this is about police officers' insurance. You can go after their insurance when they violate your constitutional rights. And we've been in police stop law class. We've been seeing people get back a whole lot, y'all. Y'all understand that they don't get away with stuff. You just don't hear about it because usually when they get sued, they sign something that says they don't admit guilt, but they lose all the time. They lose actually more than they win. So right here, just teach you how to get back at the police. Go after their public official bond, which is their police insurance when they violate your constitutional rights, and they say they did it without knowingly violating your constitutional rights. So they lose that qualified immunity when they do that. And right here, just let you know, this is the card that lets them know they lose that qualified immunity. This is the qualified immunity card. And notice that lets them know. So you have to give everybody notice. And just so you know, notice is a big thing in law. In order for you to do something to someone, or in order to get them to comply, you have to give them notice first. So this is called notice. And so is this constitutional rights card. This is notice. Let them know if you violate my constitutional rights, that's your ass coming after you. So this lets them know what your rights are and what happen if they violate them, right? And so right here, they're starting the Pandeezy stuff up again. The white lung, bam. Don't even let them do it. You're already prepared. This is the cupcake exemption card. This is the religious exemption card because they used fetal Charmin within the cupcakes. So if you're against that, if you're religiously against that, you can just say you are. And then boom, that's that card. And this is for your job. If they force you to do it on the job, then they're liable for the amount of time that the cupcake is in your system, because you only have to be on the clock for what? 4 to 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, maybe. If you're working a hard job, then that's just that cupcake stays in your system for 24 hours. So they owe you money for the other hours that you're not on the job, and they made you get the cupcake. So that's what this is, the liability notice, letting them know they're liable for if they make you get it right here. And then these are the notices that come with that right here that you can hand them. You can get, when I send these to you, you can make copies of these and hand it to them. And then boom, if you want to know the law for free, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up so we can get you one of these certifications so you can get out here and smash on the popo, get them legal hands. Told you it's all about legal hands, baby. I'm about these hands. I am about these hands. I'm telling you, everybody in the police stop law class, they know there was an officer named Officer Rosario, and Officer Rosario, instead of taking the kid to jail, he told this little loudmouth talking little 19-year-old kid, he said, well, the way we do things in the hood, you want to scrap? He gave him the choice. He said, look here, I'm gonna take this badge off. We can, we can throw these hands, and when it's over, it's over. He did that. He smacked the little nigga up and let him go after. Shout out to Officer Rosario. I'm Officer Rosario. Get your butt over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Learn these legal hands so that you don't got to fight Officer Rosario with your real hands, and then it'll be like that. That's it for me, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm about to go to Comic-Con. Timmy Tight Top probably waiting on me outside because he's supposed to be here at 2:30. So make sure you go hook him up. We're at wejuice.com, OUIjuice.com. The code is 5OFFJUICE. Again, the number 5OFFJUICE. Make sure you hook you up. Conceptual Elixirs right here, man. Where your card go? I hope damn, I lost your card. Oh, wait, no. Man, did I lose your card? Oh, man, what happened to the card? I think I lost the card, bro. Damn. Damn it. But look for Conceptual Elixirs. I hope he put his stuff in the chat, but look for, oh, here it is. So, Conceptual Elixirs on, again, on, what is it, damn? Check us out. I think he's on Instagram and Facebook. And then you can hit him up, email him at conceptualelixirs8@hotmail.com. Again, the number 8. Conceptualelixirs8@hotmail.com. Just so y'all can see your own boom right there. So appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. I'm out here. Thanks for all my mods for hooking me up in the chat. Thanks for everybody hitting the super chat and the cash apps. I appreciate y'all. And cash apps gonna get me to going to Comic-Con right now and have me a little fun. So I appreciate y'all for that. I'm out of here. Holla at y'all next week. Deuces.